this is Fur Tiger, co-host of the Public Safety Future Responders podcast, back with my amazing co-host Medic Dog.
What is up, everyone? I am so happy to be back. I was sick and then took a little hiatus, but I am back now. And what a better way to ring in the new season of spring than with this episode right here. Let's dive right in because I'm excited for this topic.
Right, let's get rolling along because we're talking about biking safety. So let's get rolling on out there because it's springtime and everybody's going to get on their bikes, put their helmets on, and let's go rolling along.
I'm with you there.
So starting off with the fact of biking. What is biking? Pretty much, basically, it's a two-wheel vehicle that you use during the spring and summer. Pretty much is your pedal power, as we all put it, where it is a pedal with two wheels and handbrakes. Simple put. But anywho, here are a few reminders of biking safety. 1, regardless of what state you are in, if you're a minor, please make sure you are wearing a helmet that does fit your head. Number 2, make sure you do check your brakes before using it as we head into spring, because I know a lot of people are using bikes this year probably. So it's a good idea that if you currently do have a bike, please perform a good check over it. Make sure you have air in the tires. Make sure your handbrakes are working. If the chain needs a little bit of oil, please make sure you do that. You always should check it every time before you take it out to ride, in case there's any issues. If you don't know a particular part or you need a particular part, head on down to your local bike shop. They'll be able to help you out with that regardless of it. And while you're there, if you need a little tune-up, there are some places that will offer some help with a minor work fee and that, so. Anything else?
Yeah, also make sure that for some people, for some minors, use knee pads as well because it will prevent your knees from getting cut. And also, I would recommend biking gloves, and they're these special ones where it has special padding on your palms. Your thumbs are covered, but the tips of your index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky are shown so that you can fully grip the handlebars. But I recommend those as well so that in case if you do fall off your bike, your hands do not get scraped.
Right. And also, too, so now that we've gone over the basics on how to ride a bike and how to be safe, let's talk about when you're on the roads. Make sure, folks, if you're riding a bike, please go back to back when riding on the side of the road. Please also, if you can, if feasible, bikes are meant to be on the road. Do not ride your bicycles on the sidewalk because that is impairing pedestrian traffic because, like it is, as we all say, fact of sidewalk is the road for pedestrians, the road is for vehicles, and bicycles are considered roads even though they are pedal power to get going and going. So let's talk about some things on what to happen on the roadways. Simple. One is make sure you are using the bike lane if one is provided, as you will tell by the indicated signs of share the road for motorists and bikes. If you're a motorist, please make sure it is clear around the bike. Make sure you have a 3-second gap, 3-second space gap between you and the bicyclists because they are on the side of the road. Also, too, highly recommended, please do not ride at night. It is not good to ride at night, but if you do, please make sure you do wear reflective gear so that way you can easily see, especially if you're in the United States and we have the LED lighting. We have all probably seen it. The fact of LED lightings worked when they were bright, but not so much as they go dimming down now. So please make sure you are wearing reflective gear and make sure you do have reflective material on your bike so that you're safe, your bike is safe, along with the vehicles and pedestrians around you.
Also, make sure you have like a backpack with water and food and all those other items. Some bikes also have a water bottle holder, so just make sure you have a backpack with food and water in it. And also, please do not drink and bike.
Yes, like it is. If you were around listening to our motor vehicle episodes, we were talking about drinking and driving. Please also, too, that also goes for basically any motor vehicle. That also includes bicycles, even though I know a lot of people probably would not be drinking and riding a bike. But because we want to just put that out there because you want to make sure your hands are on the handlebars at all times and as well. Also, too, if you're on the bike trail, make sure if you're going out on the trails, please, if you can, if all possible, please stick to the bike trails that are clearly marked for bicyclists. If you are on a trail that is not indicated for bicyclists, there are pedestrians that are probably on that trail. So make sure you are aware of pedestrians as well, because pedestrians do have the right of way regardless. Also, too, when you do come to an intersection, make sure you are using hand signals when you can, because unfortunately a bicycle does not have left turn signals and right turn signals. So please make sure you're using your hand signals to alert the motorists around you to the fact that you are making a left-hand turn or a right-hand turn.
Also, make sure you stop at the stop signs and you stop at red lights.
Basically, when you're riding a bicycle, make sure you are following all traffic and safety laws in the area. Please note the fact of please do research, as some jurisdictions are different because it does vary. Some are more lenient than others, and others are more stricter than others. So please pay attention before riding your bike in the road. And also, to highly folks, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to make this pointly clear. Please do not ride your bikes in the middle of the road. That is very dangerous to not only yourself, but also to the motorists that have to go around you, because that is technically considered blocking traffic, which is against the law.
Blocking any intersections is not allowed under any circumstances. Let me repeat that. It's not allowed under any circumstances.
Exactly. Now, folks, if you're riding and you say, hey, I'm going to ride with a group, please make sure you are single file on the side of the road unless you're in a biking event, which in that case, please make sure you do follow all signs and you take the necessary protections. As well as if there is a biking event going on, motorists, please pay attention, be alert to the traffic conditions, because there are going to be detour signs into effect, because they're trying to protect you from the bicyclists and the bicyclists from the motor vehicles. Simple, easily put.
There is a big biking event that goes on in September every year during in our state of Connecticut. That is the Smilo Closer to Free Cancer Bike Ride, sponsored by Yale New Haven Hospital.
Right, which I think is coming up right about I think right now, right around April, I think.
People are probably going to start training soon, but the actual event is in September.
Okay.
But I think they already got their gear though now.
Right. Okay. So, matter of fact, folks, as we head into spring, make sure you do head out on the roads if you can. Also, to make sure you do dress appropriately for the weather conditions and check the weather. I would highly recommend, if it is raining, please do not ride your bike. But that's just me sharing some common feelings in regards to the weather.
Also, please do not ride your bike in thunder and lightning.
Yes, don't do that either. Plus, also, too, if there is foggy conditions, please don't ride them in there either. Yes, I know this is probably sounding repetitive of what we're telling you not to do, but that's because we are here highlighting the safety of riding a bike and to make sure you are safe along with everybody around you. And that does remind me, I think, before we head on out, before we catch the trains, as I'm going to say, what we do at a railroad crossing, Medic Dog. What do we do as we're bicyclists at the railroad crossings?
You stop and look both ways to see if there is a train coming. And if there is not a train coming, you can proceed. If there is, you stop and wait.
Right, but as a bicyclist, what do you do at a railroad crossing to cross safely?
You look both ways and you pedal.
Right, I was going to say also too the fact of adding to what Mad Dog just said, when you are, especially if you're crossing with a bike, make sure you are perpendicular to the rail crossings, because that way your tire does not get stuck within the little space between the rail and the between the space that is there, because
that's a good point.
Crossing does go across the roadway, so we don't want to make sure anybody gets hurt. And if you do get seriously hurt, please make sure you do have a cell phone and an ID with you. And if you cannot get home for whatever reason because of your bike, make sure you do have a little bit of cash so you can call a taxi or get on a bus to get back home. Simple as puts, but there is a few safety things to worry about as well. Also, too, so that way you're not flipping your head backwards, I would highly recommend, and I think Mary Dog would agree with me, my co-host would agree with me, by saying the fact of, highly recommend, get some rear view mirrors that are easily able to be clipped to the bikes, because that way you can look into them instead of giving yourself a whiplash by looking behind you, because it does hurt if you do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. then you can at least see what's behind you without having to physically look.
Right. So, folks, as we head on out to our as we go into our first full weekend of spring, hopefully you do enjoy the lovely weather as it gets warmer. Unfortunately, I know in some parts it is probably snowing right now still. But hey, that's climate change for you, and we just got to deal with it. I know a lot of good friends. That are out
You're
there
right about that, Firefighter Tiger.
That still got it. So, but folks, as we do go into warmer weather, please pay attention to the temperatures and please address appropriately, because as we continue on in our third season, we are going to be highlighting some more safety weather conditions episodes, as well as being safe as we do approach into warmer weather. And hopefully we can get some warmer weather in here. Hopefully by maybe next episode, maybe we can have some warmer weather out there, but we'll got to see what Mother Nature brings us, because like it is, folks, and we all know the saying, spring weather brings warm weather that brings rain. But we just got to look on the positive side of flower, because hello, spring, I'm here. Rise from your external slumber and rise to the warm weather and be beautiful again.
The saying, though, also is April showers
bring May flowers. And that will do it. We're going to head on out and enjoy this lovely spring weather. But folks, like it is, please take some time this weekend if you can. If the weather is warm enough, please head on out there. And if folks, if you want, feel free to drop us an email. The email link will be in the description for you all to send us an email at our Public Safety Future Responders email. And we would love to hear what you plan on doing this season as we head on in. And maybe we'll share some more thoughts come end of the third season. Maybe we'll highlight some moments from people.
I already know what I'm doing this spring season.
What are you doing?
Spring season, that's what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
Watching baseball and also playing wiffle ball with some friends and family, because it is that time of year.
Right. So we're going to be also highlighting some baseball moments as well as we go into spring. So hopefully you all have a good spring weekend, and we will catch you all on our fifth episode coming out next Friday. And as we do, wishing you all a positive weekend. And hopefully you enjoy your first weekend of spring. And we'll repeat what we said before. April flowers bring May.
April showers bring May flowers.
Sorry about that. We had a little thought bubble moment there, folks.
Yeah.
So
it's all good.
So one more time, let's take it from the top.
As April showers
bring May flowers. Y'all have a good weekend, and we will catch you all on another positive episode, folks.
Goodbye, everyone.
And good luck. Have a good one.